Breath of fresh air here as Kenny Dale's team looks to become the first team in the ACC/AC with 10 regular season wins this year. They're also 3-0 in conference play. And despite Phoenix College's 3-3 record, they are 2-0 in ACC/AC play. These two schools met about a month ago on August 31st, with the Matadors going on the road and winning 4-3. So in this series, if you count the girls' games, the home team is 0-3 so far. So not a good sign for the men's team, as that ball is touched by Redwan Bakura. And I apologize, I'm probably going to butcher a lot of names tonight. Just got a roster in front of me. And Phoenix College controls possession. Yeah, so Phoenix fell to defeat August 31st, 4-3 to this Matador team. The Matadors looking, I was talking to Coach Kenny Dale before the game. He wants to be physically strong. I think he says that about every single game. Also tactically produce some tactical speed when they get in their formations. Give 110% effort, play faster than the other guy, which we saw for a little bit in the first few possessions offensively. As Phoenix College gets out, gets through three defenders, and finally swiped away by the Matadors. And up ahead, and we got a foot race. And that's going to be Phoenix College's ball. That is thrown in to Marion Arce, a freshman for the Bears. Matadors take over. Matadors have possession on their own sideline, kind of near their team bench. That's crossed away, deflected by a defender. Biranan tries to control possession, gets it back to Cuban. Barack Cuban, number 5 for the Matadors, a freshman who actually had a yellow card in the first meeting between these two teams. That ball's taken in possession by the Matadors. Seth Meeson with the takeaway. Flipped it over to Ethan Warren. Back to Ethan Warren now as a kick from Hugo Katarine. And Phoenix College is going to have possession on the far sideline. Just like the girls team we witnessed, who actually got shut out for the first time all year, this Matador team loves to score. 6 goals per game coming into this match. They've won their last 3 contests by an average of, but outscored their opponents 23-0. It's nearly 8 goals a game. So they're clicking offensively. Obviously going up against a much tougher and physical and faster Phoenix College Bears defense. 4 goals in the last outing. That's got to be a confidence boost for this Matadors offense, as that is corralled by Izuku Sato, freshman goalkeeper. As he's got a pretty slick, multicolored neon jersey on in the box. As your Matadors are in the all-white against the highlighter yellow Phoenix College Bears. We got a ball boy in front of me and having a tough time seeing. Looks like Phoenix College has got possession taken away. And that is Michelle Signorelli the superstar offensively for this team, comes in with 11 goals in just 7 games, 5 of them in the last 3. And that is going to be this might be a card. Maybe just a routine foul. I believe there's Hugo Kettering down on the far end. Having a tough time seeing 60-something, 70 yards away from me. But he's back up on his feet. Shook it off. Like most soccer plays. There's going to be a free kick, and that's crossed into the box and headed away by a Bears defender. And that's going to be a foul by Matthew Fayejo. Coach Kennedale giving an explanation on that. Fayejo turning his back is going to get called every time, as that ball is attempted to be kept in play, and it is. Singarelli and a Bears offensive attacker, or defenseman, sorry, battle out. It's going to be a Bears possession. And that's the guy. You like to see him bring that physical toughness on the boundary, defensively trying to retain possession, because he's got the most goals in ACC play and throughout the regular season. So he's a super sophomore with the extra eligibility occurring due to COVID, and that's a nifty little move to split 3 defenders, splitting one more, and eventually he's going to be fouled. Michael Apapia with the quickness, going through defenders' legs, getting around them. And he's going to get a free kick. And let's see who is kicking this free kick from about 8 to 10 yards outside the top of the box, just on the right side of the goal. And it looks like it's going to be Merrick Bernaniron. Or it could potentially be Redwan Bukra. We'll get him down. The more I say it, the better it'll come. So a 2-option attack, a lefty or a righty. The Matadors can choose from 3 defenders right in front. And it looks like it's going to be the lefty. And that ball is kicked around, and I think the Matadors are advocating that was an early call. I don't know if the goalkeeper, Ricardo Ortega, ever had possession. That ball just kind of kept floating out of his hands. Nonetheless, a nice save for Ortega. Keeps this game scoreless. We got to like the aggressiveness early by the Matadors, especially the speed. We talked about the tactical speed. That's turnover, and they got an opening numbers for the Matadors. And that's a goal. Redwan Bukara with the nifty moves to get around the defender and just twirls one right behind the goalkeeper, and the Matadors strike first. 1-0. And that's something the Matadors have been doing all year successfully. Just 13 minutes into the game. 1-0 Matadors. And that's what we didn't see earlier out of the women's game. The aggressiveness defensively that created turnovers, got the ball in the short end of the field. Have had that happen a few times tonight for the men's team, as the Phoenix College Bears find themselves in a 1-0 hole. And that is going to be looks like another turnover. Yep. And that ball is booted miles out of bounds. The Matadors look to fight for possession. It looks like it's going to be a foul. Defensively, a little too aggressive at Beer and Iran.
I mean, I wasn't paying attention. I was like, shoot, I should have.
And the Matadors getting some little bump defensively, and it's not called. That's going to be Phoenix ball. And that's easily ripped away. Looking to stay with control. The Matadors are just going to reset. And they're going to let Atsuki Sato distribute it where he wants to as the Matadors push it. And that ball is headed back towards midfield. Signorelli looking to win the battle. He does not. Catherine can't win it either. And the Bears are on the move. One-on-one situation, and it's going to be an offsides call. Boy, that was close. Gonna get that on the replay with the computer being a little bit behind. Oh, I don't know. Granted, I don't know much about soccer, but that was fairly close, much closer than I expected. Matadors take over possession after that, all sides. A little bit of a break for Soto and Matadors defenses. The Bears actually found a little bit of pressure and got the ball deep. A lot of good touch passes here. Playing a little yo-yo with each other. Ripped away by the Bears. Back to Bukra, who just had the goal to make it 1-0. Back out to Cuban. Lined all the way back over to Seth Meeson. Oh, sorry, excuse me, that is Sam Oliver. Defensive freshman. Swiped away by Hugo Catarine. And Ethan Warren pitches it back. And now we got Seth Meeson with possession. Back to Catarine. Back over to Cuban. Cataline surveys, gets back in the middle field. Back to Catarine. Kenny Dale praises Hugo Catarine for the ball movement and the decision making. Oh, and a beautiful pass for Signorelli. And that is just poked away, but you can see the aggressiveness of Signorelli and why he's a top goal scorer in the ACC AC. Looks like it's going to be the first corner kick of the night for your Matadors. I can't see that far down past this barrier in front of me. I don't know who's kicking, bringing in the corner kick. As the Matadors get aligned offensively, the Bears get aligned defensively. The wind's going left to right for a nice curl. And Signorelli's kick. Trying to be shifty with it. Couldn't get that right foot behind it and in. Ball's deflected and it ends up going off to Signorelli. That's a goal kick for Ortega and the Bears. As the Matadors try to put some quick pressure defensively. And look how quickly that is ripped away. Bukra again. Just like how he scored about 5 minutes ago. Put the pressure on, you get opportunities. A nice touch pass there to Cuban. Just a little too much spin. I don't know what's happened in all the AWC men's games this year, but I know, talking to Kenny Dale recently and in the past, his team likes to get off to quick starts. But the question is, can they play that consistency all throughout the second half and throughout the game and not get comfortable and keep putting the foot on the gas? And we've got 3 new players about to check in for the Matadors. And one of them is one of the top goal scorers in the conference, and also this team. So I didn't realize he came off the bench. That's a nice second unit spark. Some fresh legs. Good tactical decision. As Michael Apapia is quick. Not able to get the turnover, forcing a lot of pressure, and that's going to be a foul. Seth Meeson. A little too much body there as he tried to fight for possession. Nozo Kamei is checking in. Second on the team in goals with 8. Third in the ACCAC. 3 goals in the last 2 games, including 2 versus Glendale in Saturday's win. And they're not checking in yet. Got a little head of the horn. And now they're coming in. So Nozu Kamei, Haruku Nishimura, and Yin Anu are all checking in for the Matadors. As Michelle Signorelli, Michael Apapia, and Matthew Fiojo. 3 guys that showed a lot of enthusiasm and effort there in the first 15 minutes. So a rest well deserved here in the opening half. And we do have that water break in 5 minutes, so a smart decision to get them a little bit extra rest, regroup, and that's going to be a throw-in by the Matadors. Offensively, it looks like. Actually, I can't see that far. It might be. No, it's going to be Phoenix College throwing it in. But look at the pressure. All the white bodies, white jerseys around. That highlighter yellow. As a guy that just checked in, Azukame, unable to keep control on that ball. It's going to drift out of bounds and be a goal kick for the Bears in Ortega. Kenny Dale also talked about winning the 50-50 balls. That was one of his 3 keys to the game. We talked about them being physically strong, which we're seeing with their aggressiveness defensively. The third, win the 50-50 balls, and look at that. Not the best shot on goal. But you can see Cuban win the 50-50, give your offense a chance. I think Kenny Dale would like for his guys to settle down after a big stop like that and a lot of green grass in front of him before the goal. But here they come again offensively. There's Bukra, surveys. He's going to try to get a corner or a free out of that. Let's go into instant replay to see if that's a corner or a throw-in. Looks like it's going to be a corner for the Matadors. Second best goal scorers in despite Michelle Signorelli being out. Getting a nice rest before the water break at the 20-minute mark. And the Matadors better be thankful they're getting a redo on that one. As the refs try to coordinate and organize everything going down in the box. That looks like, I believe we got Romeric Birniron. Oh no, we got a free kick down there. Sorry, not a corner, but essentially the same thing, just from about 8 to 10 yards closer. Don't know what the preference is for those guys kicking those corners, because you get 2 defenders right in your face. That ball is whistled in and deflected, controlled by, well, short-lived by the Bears until it's ricocheted all the way back out to the top of the box, top left side, and that's flicked back in, headed, going to get the 50-50 ball. And some physical play down there. That's going to be a foul on the Matadors and given right back to Phoenix College Bears. Ball's played in. Off the foot, and that's kicked right into our living room. The Bears want to take back over. And we have our first water break of the night. AWC leads 1-0 over the Phoenix College Bears. And we'll be right back after this quick water break. All right. Quick water break. We're back at it with 21-27 left in the first half. Arizona Western, who struck first in the opening, up 34 minutes of the game, well, is holding on to a 1-0 lead against the Phoenix College Bears, who really haven't got much anything going except for an offsides call, which obviously you're really not going to get much going if you're doing it illegally. So good opportunity for the Phoenix College Bears to get something going here. And that's going to be ricocheted. Finally fought off, and that is going to be boomed down the rest of the field. Venturing to the goalkeeper's hands, Ortega. And that ball is going to be pushed. Cubans fight for possession. So it's Kamei. He splits two defenders up into the middle of the field. I'm going to look, and that's swiped away. What a nice defensive play. As the Matadors regroup offensively. Servan, good job to get back and regroup. Three defenders all around them. And that is back to Atsuku Sato. And Sato just going to sit back and watch and boom this about 70 yards down the field. And he's got a man. Does he have enough speed to get it? Unfortunately not. Oh, what a leg. Downwind. That's going to be a free kick for a goal kick. Apologies. For the Phoenix College Bears. And that ball just going to get hung up in the wind. It's whipping here in Yuma, Arizona, like it does pretty much every single soccer match I'm out here. And the Matadors going to take possession, middle of the defense, swinging out left, and we just might have a foul on the Phoenix College Bears. Matadors trying to get something going offensively. Just had really that one attack on net. And as Gabriel Atzi fights for it, but that's going to be another goal kick You like the aggression. I mean, you don't lead the conference in goals if you're not aggressive. So that's what we've seen tonight so far by the Matadors' offense. And Phoenix College trying to get that, pushing the ball downfield. It's going to quickly be turned over. Right back to the middle of the defense. One more extra pass and get the through ball. Nice shake and bake, and that might have been deflected off a cleat. Or it's going to be a goal kick. Artiga. The ball's been floating a lot in the air. Let's see if he tries to be a little less aggressive, just get the ball into play. Because like we talked about, one of the three keys of the game was winning that 50-50 ball, and the Matadors have done a real good. There's a low screamer. That's what we predicted, but there's right into the head of a Matador. And an errant pass is going to turn the ball right over after Biranon was in the right spot at the right time. Just his teammate, Hugo Caterine, sails the pass. Coach Kennedale's talking about a little bit more passing than the pass, or a little bit more dribbling than the pass. If you're going to be that quick with it, as the Matadors fight for possession. Bukhara brings it up, dished off to Kamei, back to Bukhara. And that's going to be ricocheted and drift out of bounds for another corner kick by the Matadors, the second of the night. Unable to capitalize on the first, or had that free kick down there in the corner. It's not technically a corner kick on the stat sheet. But they'll get their second real corner kick. And that is drifted into play and just oversails everybody. Kenny Dale just raises his hand asking what went wrong there. So Matadors are now 0 for 2 on the corner kick. But still retain a 1-0 lead with just over 16 minutes left in this game, as the Matadors are looking to become the first 10-0 team, 10-win team in regular season play in the ACC-AC, and they'll actually move to 10-0. So a really good start to this team, the number 8 ranked program in all of NJCAA Division I men's soccer. So we talked about preseason, talking with Coach Kenny Dale with the preseason, the veteran leadership, something he hasn't had with the extra year of eligibility. You really don't get guys for 3 years in the JUCO ranks unless an injury or something like that. But these guys have played virtually a lot of minutes for Kenny Dale on this team, so they're relying on it early in the season, and well, are unbeatable at this point, as this is back to Cuban, who's got a wide open lane. Can't see the touch patch as Coach Dale is right in front of me, but it's turned back over. And that ball is going to be lobbed to the right side of the field, pushed down to the field, and quickly turned over. Trying to win this 50-50 ball, headed by Phoenix. Eventually corralled. I believe that was number 14, Ernesto Sornio. And that ball is won by the Arizona Western's defense. They look to try to reset. And we turn back over to the Bears. And that is going to be a corralled and a quick kick for Sato. So he tries to fake out the defense. No one's really fooled. Just give it right back to him. Sato down the field to Kamei, beats the defender. And that ball is just going to nestle into the arms of Ortega. down inside the box. And Cuban. Nice touch pass. Bucher trying to win this 50-50 ball. Sure does. Defender trips and he's got some green grass. And a nice deep ball. Oh, what a save, Ortega. And it's going to be headed in. An outstanding goal. Haruka Nishimura. Sorry for that butcher of a job, but he makes his first goal of the night, and the Matadors strike again, up 2-0. That's what it's called, being in the right place at the right time, just like hockey. Just off the goalie's hands, ball gets batted in the air. You just run into the box or right there next to the net in hockey, and you just slap it right in. So, what a great play. Just came off the bench, too, after that water break. And he makes his presence known early. Yeah, Nozo Kamei set up that opportunity coming off the right side and delivering a strike that allowed that deflection to come. So the duo that just checked in together about 6 minutes ago, making their presence known early. And that's going to be a foul on the Matadors' defense, as Phoenix College has got to get something going offensively. If they, if the Matadors keep the pressure offensively, this could get out of hand. 3-0. Could have got out of hand about halftime. So, and Ortega, who allows nearly 2 goals a game, has already allowed 2 in the first half. Sato rockets that one down there into the chest of a Matador. Looks like that is the same fellow that just had that goal. Rookie. As Bukra goes across the middle of the defense. He tries to get a touch pass and that's quickly swiped away. He keeps fighting for that 50-50 ball. But the Bears are on the run and booted out of bounds. That'll be Phoenix College possession. As the Bears toss this one in. Big throw, but just too much juice, and that ball is rocketed towards the other end. We got a foot race unless it gets to the goalkeeper first. And that is headed out by Ortega. Bukra trying to regain possession, cannot. Hugo Katarine back to Bukra, and that's going to be a foul on, actually, sorry, Biranon. With the foul, and that's going to be another one on him, back to back. This might be a card. It sure is. A yellow card for Romeric Biranon, which he's had 2 yellow cards already. That is his 3rd yellow card of the year. So we get a free kick from a long ways from the goal into the wind. He's going to need to put a boot on this one to have even a chance, and that's quickly blocked. I mean, Bucra's just pretty much done everything so far tonight. That's a little bit of a miscue. And we have a sub. Checking in for the first time tonight for the Matadors is number 30, Francois Jers-Ray, a freshman. And checking in for Phoenix College, number 19, Ivan Lopez. And the Matadors win that possession as it's batted around between several defenders. Abuka, look at this speed and watch the cross. Back across into the middle of the defense. And that ball is going to be deflected out of bounds. We got to like Hugo Catarine racing down the field to get in the middle. Set up those chances, and we have another corner kick for Arizona Western, the third of this half. Cannot see who is kicking that corner in, but it's just a slight. And then the kick. And that header is just missed. Another failed opportunity on the corner. 0 for 3 for tonight for the Matadors. Nonetheless, holding on to a 2-0 lead. Under 9 minutes remaining in this half. Safe to say you got to be pretty pleased with the Matadors' performance for the first 37 minutes tonight. Dominate possession, shots on goal, corners, 50-50 balls, just like that. And look how quickly they just take over their half of the field. And of course, when I say that, the ball is turned over. But nonetheless, as a really good half for the Matadors. That ball is played down into the left corner and ricocheted off a Cuban's leg well over the fence, and Phoenix is going to have a first corner kick of the night. Looks like it's going to be number 21, Alexis Avila, doing the duties on the left side of this field. Played in. Oh, nice break up. Boy, the height, the hair, everything's working for Ethan Warren as he's shoved to the ground. And the Meadows surveying what to do, trying to get the ball across the middle, back to Kamei, and oh, that just headed right to him. And they'll get it for a handball. Rightfully so. The Matadors' bench is extremely upset with that call. Looks like Coach Kenny Dale's putting his workhorses back in for the last 5 minutes of this first half. We're trying to sort this call out, but the Matadors get the possession. It's going to be Toss dumped over to the other side of the field. And played just way too far to reach for Booker. And he knows it, didn't really try. And that's going to be a easy kick for the goalie of the Bears. As they work to get some possessions going. I don't think they've had a real shot on goal tonight. And that ball is deflected. Another strong defensive effort by the back line of the Matadors. They're looking to push and get out and running. Because I believe we are under 5 minutes remaining in this first half. Might have gotten away with the handball there by Haruki. Back into the middle of the defense, and it's going to be corralled by the Phoenix College Bears. They get it towards midfield. Pushed over to Juan Pablo Sotomayor. Back over to Haruki. Now back to Nozo. He looks to work with the ball, and that ball is going to be stripped away pretty quickly. Great effort by Benarve Cruz to get a foot and a body on that one. As Hugo Caterine tries to flick that downfield, and Nozo again. Foot race, and no one's going to win. The ball escapes out of bounds with under 4 minutes remaining. Matthew Bayojo, Michael Apipia, Michelle Sangarelli all been sitting out here for about 2 minutes ready to check back into the game. Looks like the Matadors are going to turn the ball over, and it's going to be a Phoenix College possession with just under 2.5 minutes remaining in this half. And that ball is put in. Nozo flicked all the way around to Cuban. And that's going to be across the middle of the field. 3 of them. They couldn't decide which one wanted to take it. And Bruca just steps right in front of them and sails it. Wow, another scoring opportunity for the Matadors. Unable to be taken advantage of. Oh, nice defensive play by Hugo Caterine. As we are under 1:45. 3-0 lead to be pretty good by the Matadors, but I'm sure they're satisfied with 2-0. This Cuban surveys and gets it to. And that is into the hands of Nozo. That ball's crossed. And corral Bartega as he tries to throw it down the field. Into some traffic. Maybe a handball on Caterine, not called. Gets back to Bukra. And over to Garris Ray, the freshman. Ethan Warren, the Cuban. Got to make a push, just under 30 seconds Cuban's got a lot of green grass. Back to Bukra. He might have an open shot. And he's just wide right. But we are under 20 seconds remaining, and they got a corner kick coming from the Matadors. 10 seconds now. And they are just taking their sweet time trying to get over the corner. And the Matadors unable to capitalize. But they will take a 2-0 lead at half over a team that is a half game back in the ACC/AC standings. Terrific opening 45 minutes for Arizona Western. 2 goals, a lot of aggression, a lot of offensive playmaking ability we saw. I'm sure Kenny Dale is real pleased with his effort right there. So your Matadors lead Phoenix College 2-0 at the break. I'm Jackson Moran from the Yuma Sun. We'll be back momentarily.